From a young law student with a passion for justice to one of America's most influential political figures, Josh Shapiro's journey is a story of resilience, leadership, and bold decisions. He took on powerful institutions, defended democracy in critical moments, and rose to become the governor of Pennsylvania. But what really shaped his path? Stay with us, because this is the untold story of Josh Shapiro. Josh Shapiro, born June 20th, 1973, in Kansas City, Missouri, and raised in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, emerged over decades as one of the most prominent and disciplined political figures in modern American governance. A leader whose career has been shaped by a consistent commitment to public service, institutional accountability, and pragmatic problem-solving, and whose journey reflects not only personal ambition, but also a deep-rooted belief in democratic values, community responsibility, and the power of law to shape society. Growing up in a Jewish household that emphasized education, civic duty, and ethical responsibility, Shapiro was influenced early by his parents, who instilled in him the importance of standing up for fairness and participating actively in public life, values that would later define his approach to politics and governance. And during his formative years, he attended Akiba Hebrew Academy, where he began to show early signs of leadership, intellectual curiosity, and a keen awareness of social issues, often engaging in discussions about politics, law, and history that would foreshadow his future career. After completing high school, he attended the University of Rochester, where he studied political science, further deepening his understanding of governmental systems, public policy, and political strategy. And it was during this time that his interest in politics began to crystallize into a clear career path, as he participated in internships and political campaigns, gaining first-hand experience in how political institutions operate and how decisions made at the top affect everyday citizens. Following his undergraduate education, Shapiro pursued a law degree at Georgetown University Law Center, one of the most prestigious law schools in the United States, where he refined his legal reasoning, advocacy skills, and commitment to justice. And during his time there, he was exposed to a wide range of legal theories, constitutional debates, and real-world case studies that reinforced his desire to work within the legal and political systems to bring about meaningful change. After graduating, he began his professional career as a legislative assistant on Capitol Hill, working for Senator Carl Levin, where he gained valuable insights into federal policymaking, legislative negotiations, and the complexities of governance at the national level. And this experience provided him with a strong foundation in how laws are crafted, debated, and implemented, shaping his understanding of the interplay between politics and law. However, Shapiro soon returned to Pennsylvania, where he sought to build his career closer to his community, and he quickly entered local politics, winning a seat in the Pennsylvania House of Representatives in 2004 at the age of 31, becoming one of the youngest members elected at the time. And during his tenure, he focused on issues such as ethics reform, transparency, and consumer protection, earning a reputation as a principled and effective legislator who was willing to challenge both parties when necessary. And his work in the House was marked by a strong emphasis on accountability, including efforts to expose corruption and improve government integrity, initiatives that resonated with voters and established him as a rising star in state politics. After several years in the legislature, Shapiro transitioned to the role of chairman of the Montgomery County Board of Commissioners, where he served from 2012 to 2016. And in this executive position, he demonstrated his ability to manage complex administrative systems, oversee budgets, and implement policies that directly impacted residents' daily lives, focusing on fiscal responsibility, infrastructure development, and public safety. And his leadership during this period was characterized by a pragmatic approach that prioritized results over ideology, a trait that would continue to define his political style. In 2016, Shapiro was elected Attorney General of Pennsylvania, a position that placed him at the forefront of some of the most significant legal and political battles in the state. And as Attorney General, he took on high-profile cases involving consumer protection, environmental issues, and corporate accountability, including actions against major pharmaceutical companies and investigations into institutional misconduct, most notably leading a groundbreaking investigation into abuse within the Catholic Church, which resulted in a comprehensive grand jury report that exposed decades of wrongdoing and brought national attention to the issue, earning him both praise for his courage and criticism from those who felt threatened by the investigation. Yet he remained steadfast in his commitment to justice and transparency. During his tenure as Attorney General, Shapiro also played a critical role in defending the integrity of elections, particularly during the contentious 2020 presidential election, where he worked to ensure that votes were counted fairly and accurately, pushing back against misinformation and legal challenges that sought to undermine the democratic process. And his actions during this period elevated his national profile as a defender of democracy and the rule of law, further solidifying his reputation as a leader willing to stand firm under pressure. In 2022, Shapiro ran for governor of Pennsylvania, campaigning on a platform that emphasized economic growth, education, public safety, and bipartisan cooperation, and his message resonated with a broad coalition of voters, leading to a decisive victory that reflected both his political experience and his ability to connect with diverse communities across the state. And upon taking office in January 2023, he became the 48th governor of Pennsylvania, assuming leadership at a time of significant challenges and opportunities, including economic recovery, infrastructure modernization, and ongoing political polarization. And as governor, he has sought to balance progressive priorities with pragmatic governance, focusing on initiatives such as job creation, investment in education, and improvements to public services, while also working to maintain fiscal discipline and attract business development. Throughout his career, Shapiro has demonstrated a consistent ability to navigate complex political landscapes, build coalitions, and deliver tangible results, qualities that have earned him respect across party lines and positioned him as a potential future national leader. And beyond his professional achievements, he is also known for his strong commitment to family, often emphasizing the importance of his role as a husband and father, and maintaining a grounded perspective despite the demands of public office. And his personal values, rooted in faith, community, and service, continue to influence his approach to leadership and decision-making. As his career continues to evolve, Josh Shapiro remains a figure of significant influence in American politics, representing a blend of legal expertise, political acumen, and a deep commitment to democratic principles. And his story serves as a compelling example of how dedication, integrity, and perseverance can shape a path from local beginnings to positions of national importance, illustrating the enduring impact of leadership that is both principled and pragmatic in an increasingly complex and challenging political environment.